Listen people, we're feeling good. Today we're talking about the Dragon grips, man. These are custom-made grips that you can actually attach to your controller, whether it be PlayStation, Xbox, or what have you. They're really grippy, they're really inexpensive, and they're high quality as well. We're gonna talk about the pros, the cons, and whether or not I think they're gonna be right for you. Okay, so what exactly are Dragon grips, right? I'm gonna show you some close-up B-roll here of the actual grip tape, because that's really what it is. It's a peel-off type of tape that you apply to your controller. It's an adhesive. I guess you can see it here as well as in the B-roll. Kind of like a thin layer that you slip out. Just like a sticker, it has that backing paper and the sticker itself, and you peel it off. Now, it's gonna be in a weird, funky looking shape that doesn't really make much sense at first, but then once you take your controller and you wrap it around, it'll make a whole lot more sense because it's designed to fit your controller, right? The idea here with this design is so that it'll fit the controller without leaving very many bubbles. But we're gonna talk about that just a little bit later. Let's jump in first with the pros of Dragon Grip. So Dragon Grip is gonna run you a low price of $9.99, maybe plus shipping, I don't know, let me check, hold on. Okay, so good news, you can get it on Amazon Prime, so free shipping if you have Prime. If you don't, that still won't cost you a whole lot, because when you buy a SCUF controller, which is something I've spoken plenty about on this channel, you can add grips, which I did, to my current SCUF that I'm using. It has the military grade grip on the back here, which costs you $16.95 in additional payment when you're ordering your controller, or $16.99, $17 basically, 17 bucks just to get the grip tape on the back of your controller. The one huge pro that I have witnessed for myself and tried out for myself with Dragon grips is that the grip is actually better than the grip that comes with your SCUF controller. I mean, it wraps all the way around your handles so you can feel it throughout your hand. And secondly, like we just said, it's only 10 bucks. Where the hell did I throw that? It needs to be part of the giveaway. I'll look at the footage later. But anyway, the first two major pros here, and the ones that stick out the most in my mind, are A, price. Super affordable, $10. And B, the quality and feel of the grip. I mean, it really does feel good in your hands. Now, disclaimer, I haven't used this for extensive periods of time, but I have used it here and there as I'm playing Call of Duty. This isn't my main controller, so I don't like to play with it too much, but of course I wanted to test out the grip just to see how well it would hold up when you're actually playing and actually in a game. And I can say that it's very sticky. I mean, my hands are really sweaty. I've said this before in my videos, my hands are very sweaty. This feels great in my hand. It's giving me a really nice grip on the controller. I don't feel like my hands are gonna slip. Even right now, it's like difficult to slip my hand off. And I will say that the feel and the grip that I have and the non-slip factor that this tape has is better than the grip that comes with your SCUF easily. I would get no grip tape on the SCUF, save yourself that $17, and instead invest 10 of those $17 into Dragon grips. Let's get into the cons though. I'm one of those people who applies a screen protector onto my iPhone or a sticker onto my laptop and always, without fail, will have bubbles stuck in there. You know, I just can't seem to, I can edit a video perfectly fine, but when it comes to putting a sticker on something, I'm a child. A child. So, if you're one of those people who cannot apply an adhesive without leaving bubbles everywhere, this might be a little tricky for you, because the benefit of paying that $17 for the SCUF grip tape is that it's just built into the controller, whereas this is something you actually have to peel and then apply yourself. I will say, you can remove it and apply it back and it'll still stick just fine. I spoke to the creator of Dragon grips on Instagram. We were just DMing each other and he was telling me, you can take it off and reapply it. And actually, one thing you can do is take a blow dryer and apply heat to the grip, and it'll help it kind of set in. It kind of activates the adhesive chemicals in there, binds it to the controller a little bit better, and it'll help it stick to your controller longer. That kind of leads me into another pro before we really get into the cons here. You can hit them up on Instagram and like, they're gonna get back to you. Dragon grips is very responsive in that sense. So if you have questions for them, you know, I think this is kind of a smaller company. I don't think they're super large or anything, so they will get back to you and the support is there should you have any questions, comments, or concerns. But anyway, like I said, the fact that you have to put it on may, for some of you, justify paying the additional cost to get the grip tape on your SCUF. For me, I actually really like doing it myself. Even if I am getting the bubbles in, I think I would take a little more time and care next time, because I don't know if you can see it, but I have a little bit of bubbles, you know, here and there. And my first question was, wait a second, is this my fault, or is it maybe it just doesn't fit the controller properly? Maybe it's not sized properly. But then I realized, like, these guys have been extensively testing this. They created the shape of this sticker. They have video tutorials on YouTube of how to properly apply it to your controller. This was just me. It was my fault that I left the bubbles in here. It's a little bit tricky, but I think if you take some time to focus, watch the tutorial videos that they provide you, you should be able to get it no problem. Apply some heat with your blow dryer and you have yourself a really, really high quality grip on your controller. Instantly when you get it, you know this isn't some tacky, cheap sticker type material. This is a real quality grip adhesive to your controller, and it's something that I would highly recommend. And to further that, something I've spoken about before in my videos is the whole aspect of the mental game when you're playing a competitive shooter like Call of Duty. You know, in my younger years of competing, I wasn't as confident. I was this young, 14, 15-year-old kid playing against people who were really good at Call of Duty, right? And I would always question myself mid-game, is it me? Are my hands too sweaty? Is the controller broken? Is something wrong? Like, although things like control freaks or, grip tape or hair triggers or all these little things offer maybe minuscule differences in how good you can possibly get, it might offer you just a much larger mental and kind of confidence-driven comfort that you can get from it. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but let's say you're a player who's losing games and you're always beating yourself down and you're kind of in your own head saying, if I had the grip tape, would I do better? Just buy the grip tape, because then it won't be a what if I had the grip tape kind of thing. You'll have it and it'll give you the confidence to compete, and knowing that you have this grip tape and you can write that off as an excuse. Okay, you can no longer make an excuse about not having the grip tape because you have it now. So it's all on you. And maybe you find out you just suck. I don't know. Or maybe it helps you. Yeah, cons, man, I don't know. The putting it on myself and the whole bubbles aspect is probably the biggest con for me. There's no con other than that in my eyes. I think the quality is exactly right. I think it's really nice quality. It feels good. Even as I'm just looking at the controller now and feeling the grip tape here, it feels right. It feels like this is exactly what I would want. I felt different grip. I mean, let's look at the scuff real quick. This grip material, it's cool, but it kind of just looks like someone took rubber and like put bubbles on it. Take a look at the front though, real quick. No grip here on the scuff. And you have plenty of grip here with the Dragon grips. So something to think about. I think if you're really the type of person whose hands are slipping around a lot, my stepbrother, we play all the time. He's a fantastic Call of Duty player, but he had previously complained about slipping with his hands and his hands being sweaty a lot. So he bought some gamer glue or gamer grip or whatever it's called. I think they sell it on the Scuff website, actually. Haven't tried it myself, haven't reviewed it. But for him, that was something that improved his game. And I don't know, I haven't really talked to him about it, but I'm sure it helped his hand stick, but also improved his mental game. So he felt more confident. So he could rule out having slippery hands, Last good thing I'm gonna say about Dragon grips is that it actually comes with some extra space where you can cut out bits of the grip tape that was not used in the peel apart section, right? And what you could do, if you really want to, I didn't try this myself, but you can cut out a little circle and apply it to your analog stick to get some extra grip there, and I would highly recommend that. I'm not gonna do it on my own because I'm pretty comfortable with the way my scuff feels for me, but I remember years ago, that was a big complaint of mine, having that slip on my right analog stick, because you're moving around trying to aim. I would cut yourself out a circle and pop it right on your analog stick. You can do your bumpers, you can do anything you want. Give it a shot. And that's kind of the cool thing about Dragon grips. It comes with that little bit of extra. So I threw, earlier in the video, maybe you remember it, RIP, I threw the Dragon grips somewhere. I'll find them. But what I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm actually gonna give away that set of Dragon grips to a lucky viewer if you comment down below. Here's the thing, it's a PlayStation grip. I just realized this now, not an Xbox grip. So unfortunately, only PlayStation users or PlayStation controller users are gonna be able to benefit from this. Sorry. But if you leave a comment down below, just say, give me the grip in a comment down below, and I'll pick someone randomly in 1 week. It's not something, and I'm just gonna leave you this, it's not something that I personally am going to use myself because I'm comfortable with my controller, I'm comfortable with the way it feels. But like I said, in the past, it's something that I definitely would have bought. It's something that I know people who would probably buy this, and I'm gonna recommend it to them. And like I said, $10, can't beat it, versus the $17 that you'd pay for a scuff for better grip and really great support as well. So check them out, link down below. I love you guys. More videos on the way. I've got a whole bunch of video ideas written out, so strap on your seatbelt because I'm gonna blow your flipping mind. I'm gonna try not to curse in my videos anymore because I know that YouTube doesn't really love that, so I'm gonna really try to hold back. So I love you guys so much.